G'day to you my friends and welcome to another fast and fun Friday run series where today I'll be talking about not tea, hydration. Yeah, that's right. Can't beat a nice cup of tea, eh? Today it's lemon and ginger. So yes, a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Today I'll be talking about hydration and the importance of hydration during training, racing and all that type of stuff. But before I go into that, here's a few little formalities, shall we say. Oh yes, my friends, my name is Donato and yes, welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new here, please do consider subscribing and clicking on that link down there in the bottom corner for more fun and frivolities. And if you are new, whether you are new or existing, yes, this has been quite an extensive series. I wasn't expecting to be going for so long, but so many of you have been leaving some amazing comments and I really do appreciate the feedback, likes, thumbs up, as I say, the subscriptions. But even more so, what I really do love, and it's understandable, is the requests that I've been getting from people saying, come back and film in the kitchen and drink some tea, because it's awfully English, isn't it? What? Top hole. Well, anyway, so yes, which leads me on to the part about tea drinking, coffee, buy me a coffee. Yes, if you found any of this, what I'm about to talk about, or in any of the previous series, or any of my show, or you just think I'm a lovely, wonderful, amazing guy and you'd like to help and support me in some way, then you can buy me a coffee. And in the link below, there's a kofi.com/Donato, whatever, and you can buy me a coffee and you can make as much of a contribution as you like. Yes. So, without further ado, let's have another sip. As I was saying, guys, can't beat a nice cup of tea. But the topic of hydration, as I say, for this particular series, hydration is one of the most important, not the most important, but everything is as important. Through the Fast and Fun Friday Run series, I've been covering a whole host of topics, some generic ones for particular race types, and I'm now getting into the specifics, which applies to almost everything. And hydration, I know some of you guys asked about hydration, and if I can cover that, so I'm going to cover it. From my background, being engineering background, scientific background, there is an awful lot of science, shall we say, out there in terms of hydration and what we do. But for me, it's not about the science, and obviously I'm talking to you guys out there who watch this. Now there may be some elite athletes who are watching this, who run in Olympics and so on, and maybe this may not apply to you guys, because obviously there is a finite science that people need to apply and get that exact amount. But I'm talking to us guys who are out there, regular runners, everyday runners, whatever we want to call themselves, real runners, runners, yeah, the weekend warriors. We just want to know what are the basics. And as I've said, there is an awful lot of what I could probably call them scientific BS, really. There's websites out there where you key in your height, weight and the temperature and what race speed you're going to go at, and it'll tell you to the exact milliliter what you need to be drinking. And not only that, they may even be recommending certain sports drinks or whatever that you need to be drinking as you go along as well. So, but I need to stress that this is, and maybe I should have put a caveat at the beginning, but hey, I'm just saying it how it is. It's very important that we're all different, so I'm not here giving any advice or medical information. You know, I'm not a qualified medic, so I would highly recommend, if you are looking to do something different and physical, to check with your general practitioner, your doctor, before you try anything physical as such, and also different hydration. But when you'll see my tip of what the hydration essential information is, it will be like a revelation. Yes, so I've mentioned there are websites out there. There's websites out there that show you particular speeds that you can run at and what you've been training at, and then if you do this and you do that, you equal this and equal that. That's all lovely, fluffy, woofy, but we're going to talk about the basics, and it's all about, for me, it's about listening to our bodies and running on feel. And hydration is no different. Like right now, my mouth is a bit parched because I've been talking, so I'm feeling a little bit thirsty. So I get my cup of tea and I'll have a drink. So now my lips feel good and I can talk and I feel really good. So I'm listening to my body as I go along. And that is the tip. You drink to thirst. Sorry, did I hear a penny drop? Yeah, that is it, that is it. You drink to thirst. When you feel thirsty, you have a drink. Yeah, it's no more, no less. That's what it is. Now, a lot of you may be shouting at the screen thinking, oh, that's a load of whatever, but yeah, by all means, give it a thumbs down if you totally disagree with this, and leave a comment and tell me why you disagree with it, yeah? Don't just give it a thumbs down and leave no comment. Let's hear from you guys. Tell me and tell everybody who's watching why you would disagree with not drinking to thirst, and why you should follow a particular website that tells you to drink X millilitres per X kilometres whilst you're running at a particular temperature. I mean, really, you've got enough to think about during a race that do you really want to be thinking, oh, bleeping at me, oh, I need to find some water, because when you're doing races, there's hydration points only at certain positions. Now, you can run with bottles if you want to, if that's what you want to do, but I'm talking up to marathon distances. I'm not talking ultra distances where there's obviously stations spread out over 10, 20 mile distances. I'm talking with marathons where in the marathon majors at every mile, every 1 mile, so mile 1, 2, 3, maybe not 1, 2 or 3, that early, yeah, but after a certain point, I think it might be mile 4, mile 5, but it depends on race to race, but at every mile there is hydration points, and some of them have energy drinks as well, you know, whether it be Lucozade, Gatorade, Red Bull. I don't know whether they give out Red Bull, but if you need any of that stuff, then go for it. Personally, all I drink is water. Yeah, that's the only hydration that I have. And in fact, when I was filling out, you may remember on last week where I got my place for London Marathon. Woo! So when I was going through the checks, one of the questions it asked is, what's your hydration and things? So whether they were doing a sort of subliminal asking, because they were promoting various brands when you come to select that, obviously I just selected water. Yeah, that's all I have is water while I'm going through there. People talk about electrolytes and all that wonderful fandangled stuff, but really when it comes to the hydration for the race, it's not just what you have during the race, it's what you've been doing beforehand. And as you may know, if you have been following regularly, I drunk 0 during Chicago Marathon where I run a 3:06. And again, people did comment saying, oh, you were lucky, or you got away with this or that. But for me, I didn't feel like having a drink, so I didn't have a drink. And before any of you do have a go at that, there was a lady at London Marathon who won the ladies' race who drank nothing, had no hydration. So everybody's different. Drink to thirst. If you feel thirsty, have a drink. Is that enough? Yeah, hopefully. That's covered all the tips here. I'm getting thirsty again here, so I'm going to have another sip. It's a bit like the amber nectar. Yes. So yes, guys, that is it. Drink to thirst. That's my hydration tip of the day on today's Fast and Fun Friday Run Series. I hope you've enjoyed it, found it useful in some way, informative, and maybe clear some of the misunderstandings that may be out there. But if you have enjoyed it and you want to catch up on some of the other Fast and Fun Friday Run Series, then click on that link up there and have a look through and have maybe a bit of a binge on some other hints and tips that I have on there. And also, it'd be great if you want to subscribe and click on that link up there. Thank you all so much. See you next Friday for more Fast and Fun Friday Run Series. Bye bye bye.